So the niggas that broke into 6ix9ine house, robbed his house, held his mama hostage. The main person, he got caught already. Apparently, the police found the clothes he had on when he did the robbery. They found the gun that he had. They found the mask and some more shit. Lord, have mercy.
Recapping YouTube history, 6ix9ine got his house broken into. Apparently, this guy was one of the people. This is them right there. That is his mom. The dog is somewhere around. Two of them have guns. And they ended up getting caught. Now, how did
they
this
even
happen?
get anything?
Right into the
I don't even think they got no money.
On November 16th, 2025, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to blank in reference to an armed home invasion robbery investigation. After obtaining the initial information from the victims, I was directed to respond to the scene to conduct the investigation. Upon arrival, I made contact with deputies who advised that initial information was that three masked men entered the house with firearms and demanded money and keys to vehicles in the driveway. However, they left the area with unknown items. All the occupants were out of the residence and were identified as the following: Oscar Hernandez, a white male, lives in mother-in-law's suite with girlfriend, witness 1. Brianna Fontalvo, white female, Oscar's girlfriend, witness 2. Anthony Espinal, white male, friend of family who lives in the main house, witness 3. And Natividad Perez, white female, mother to Oscar.
Oh, so these are the people that live there. Okay, I got you. I'm thinking these the motherfuckers that, okay.
And Daniel, victim 1. So this would be 6ix9ine's mom. Right. Daniel Hernandez, white male, room on second floor of main house, was not home during the incident. I conducted sworn recorded interviews with the victims and witnesses who all advised the following. Perez advised that she arrived home and was in the kitchen area. She opened the door to the laundry room, which leads to the garage, that had an open garage door, and was met by three masked suspects with firearms. The suspects pointed their firearms at Perez, forcing her inside her home, and demanded money and the keys to the cars. Perez did not have access to the vehicle keys or money. Therefore, two of the suspects started rummaging through the house for items, while the third suspect kept Perez in the kitchen. After failing to find anything, the suspects went outside with Perez, and one of them entered a black 2024 Mercedes Sprinter van through an unlocked passenger door. Rummaging through it, the vehicle was parked in the driveway near the garage. The two other suspects went into the garage and appeared to take small bags, possibly purses. Since all three suspects were distracted...
Do you know how much years y'all finna get? All this evidence y'all just got caught with. Do you know how many years y'all about to get in real prison, in real life, in Florida, for a few bags that you stole, my nigga? You stupid. You would have been better off, like,
Perez went to the mother-in-law's suite,
like, this is
where
bad,
other family members were inside. She banged on the door for help and was greeted by her son Oscar Hernandez and friend Anthony Espinal. Upon Hernandez opening the door, they noticed Perez there, who appeared to be scared and was saying she was being robbed. Perez went inside the suite, while Espinal went outside and observed three armed suspects all wearing masks. One of the males told Espinal to come over to them, however, he went inside. Hernandez led Perez inside his home and called 911. The suspects then ran away from the residence. So, just with that right there was actually a few people home. Apparently, there's a main house, crazy. And then there's the side
like
house,
a little guest house,
a recording studio over the pond with the alligators, the river, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Multiple people were home though during this incident, so we all thought it was just 6ix9ine's mom.
Yeah, we thought it was just his mom. Yeah, I thought that too. Shit.
And apparently these guys were so caught up in the fact that they couldn't find anything that they completely forgot to watch the mom, and she was able to go to the other people in the crib.
Because they some stupid ass young niggas. These is not no professional home invasion robbers. These are some dumbass young niggas who just, oh, we're broke. Oh, you want to go get a job? No, let's go rob 6ix9ine's house and take his mom hostage. What the fuck? You just did a wrong arm. Do you realize that they can give you life for this shit that you just did? You're on camera doing an armed robbery, and they caught you damn near red-handed with your clothes and your gun and shit. Stupid. What? You didn't even get nothing. If you got $1 million, and if you would have got away with it, you would have been rich, and you could have been rich for the rest of your life. Still stupid to me, but at least it make a little bit of sense, logical sense to me. You just risked a life sentence for nothing. So you just robbed this crib. You like, he's 6ix9ine. He gotta have something here. He gotta have 2.3 million. another 700,000 in jewelry just sitting on the front. Like, that ain't really how shit be going for real. Like, niggas don't be that slow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you gonna get a few Chanel purses that you can't even really resell for real because they used. You gonna get a few $1,000s for them bitches, if that. The people with money don't want them because they just gonna get a brand new, you know what I'm saying? The people without money can't afford it. So it's like, what you...
And have them call 911. Hernandez advised that he had home surveillance footage of the incident and provided the videos to the deputies. So that's 6ix9ine. I reviewed the videos from the house, which depict 3 masked subjects entering the house and making contact with Perez in the kitchen. 2 of the suspects are armed with handguns, while the third did not appear to have a firearm. The suspect without a firearm stays with Perez while the other 2 start rummaging through the house. Eventually, they swap roles and the 2 suspects with firearms stand by Perez in the kitchen while the unarmed suspect searches the house. One of the suspects yells out to the unarmed suspect, who comes running back to the other suspects in the kitchen, and they all go outside. One of the suspects goes into the black Mercedes Sprinter van, and eventually they run east out of the driveway, or on the driveway out of view of the camera. The suspects are described as followed: skinny, wearing black, whatever, skinny, wearing black, whatever, skinny, wearing black, whatever. On November 17, 2025, I canvassed the area around the crime scene for video, however was not able to locate any video that collected anything of evidentiary value, meaning he couldn't find shit. I met with a security officer of the community who advised that a resident at blank had a photo of 3 subjects on their property and also had a card. I responded to the address and met with the homeowners, who advised that they have a trail camera set up in their yard which captured a photo of 3 subjects walking in their driveway on November 16, 2025. I looked at the photo, which depicts 3 subjects with flashlights walking in the dark. The homeowners also advised that they had located a card in their driveway which was recently dropped there as it was not wet. The homeowners gave me the card, which was a Natrel device identification card with the patient's name, Alade Alter Alzugare. I collected the card and photo and later submitted them as evidence. I responded to blank and met with Daniel Hernandez, aka 6ix9ine, and his girlfriend Alade. I showed them the card and she immediately identified the card as belonging to her and said it was in her black purse, which was stolen. She advised that the following items were stolen, which she believed were all upstairs in her room: gold and black Van Cleef earrings, estimated to be $2,600. Diamond necklace and nameplate saying Alade, estimated to be $25,000. A black Balenciaga purse, $2,000. A pink Chanel purse, $5,000, containing 2 insurance cards, $400. Her Florida driver's license, her Amex, another credit card, and a bank card.
So a bunch of credit cards you can't do shit with because I'm just going to turn them off. A $5,000 Chanel purse that you could probably sell for maybe $1,000 if you catch a sucker. A Balenciaga purse, which you could probably get a few $100s for on the street. A gold Van Cleef, some Van Cleef earrings that you could probably sell, but you don't see. The thing about it, you're still in the air. These people are so fucking stupid. You're stealing the earrings, you're stealing the purses, but you're not stealing the receipts. You're not stealing the card that go with the earrings that you get when you buy the shit from the Van Cleef store to let you know that they're authentic and official. So the shit you got ain't worth nothing. Maybe you could get something for this diamond necklace, but it cost $25,000. That means it's probably only worth about $10,000. So you just risked a life sentence for probably in total maybe like $15,000 you could have sold for on the street, if that. Then you got to find somebody to buy the shit. By the time you do all that, you got caught.
So it's...
Hold on, y'all. This is my clothing brand. I need y'all to go support your boy, okay? And supporting your boy with some pretty cheap clothing, all right? And you gonna be fly and fresh as hell, man, all right? Link in the description. Theari.us. Go shop.
Seems like they did get away with a couple of things. I mean, they got Van Cleef earrings, which are gonna sell regardless, you know, just because it's Van Cleef, if it's real. They got a diamond necklace with a nameplate saying her name, worth $25K, but I'm gonna keep it real.
It's not worth $25K.
If I sold this right now, I'm not gonna get the diamond worth, I'm gonna get the gold worth. Now this is heavy. I don't know how heavy hers is. 6ix9ine, he be dropping some bags. So they could sell that for the gold value. They would
probably
have to
like
scrap it though and sell it to
$6,000-$7,000.
somebody that's not gonna make them be like, oh yeah, here's my ID. You know, you can't just go to a regular pawn shop for that.
Right.
Black Balenciaga purse, 2 bands, pink Chanel purse, money. $5K.
No money.
So all together, we're looking at 30, 34. You know, they made off with over $35,000 worth of property.
No,
But this is where
that's how much he paid for the shit. That's not how much they're going to get. So yeah, I get they saying 30 some whatever $1,000 worth of shit. That's how much it costs out the store. What they could have probably got from there is probably like $12,000 for in realistically, they probably could have got $12,000 split between 3 people, by the way. Right? So that's $4,000 a piece. They probably would have got. Even if we just go ahead and split the difference, do $5,000 a piece. 15,000 total. Even 30,000, even 30, even if they would have sold the shit for what they paid for it, they would have got $10,000 a piece. That's not no life-changing money to no fucking body.
it gets interesting, because this actually breaks down how they caught Pedro. Through the ongoing investigation, historical cell site location information was obtained for common devices that are communicating with cell sites in the area of both locations, meaning they went through every single
Device.
cell phone that was in the area during the time of the home invasion. The fact that they can even legally do that and
It's
tell
crazy, right?
who is where at what time based on the phone's GPS is kind of spooky.
Yeah, but we already knew that. Of course, that's what the fuck they're gonna do. You got robbed they came in your house, and it's on camera. They came in your house at 1 o'clock. Okay, so let's see every device that was over here at 1 o'clock. Okay, well, we got the mom, we got this person, he lives there, let's just go find who doesn't live in the area.
Doing the T-Mobile records, they identified a device that was at or in the area of the incident during the time frame of the incident, as well as in the area of the additional recovered evidence recovered during the investigation, meaning they found a phone that was at 6ix9ine's crib and also at the homeowner's crib where the ID was found at. An additional search warrant was obtained for the historical cell site location information for that device. The device, with the phone number that I clearly blurred out, was found to be associated with Pedro Daniel Rodriguez. Now, his location would show he went from Golden Lakes Boulevard all the way over to the area of the incident before going back to Golden Lakes Boulevard.
Right.
They would do a background check on him, and they would...
You know how stupid you gotta be to rob a nigga house, break in his house, rob him, keep his mama hostage, doing all this shit with your phone in your pocket.
He's 5'9" with a thin build, and that he lives off Golden Lakes Boulevard in an apartment building, right? Now, a detective would conduct surveillance at Pedro's home and see that he was wearing a black long sleeve hooded sweatshirt, black Adidas style pants, and black shoes or sandals. This is significant as this is similar to the clothing worn by suspects 1 and 2 in the home invasion robbery.
Broke nigga still got the same clothes on, he robbed the nigga in.
They got a search warrant for his apartment. On December 19, 2025, the search warrant was executed by Palm Beach Sheriff's Office SWAT team,
came
during which time the following occupants were called out of the residence: his mom, himself, and another person named Sergio, who
probably his brother or probably a nigga that was with him.
Who may be his brother. When Rodriguez walked out of the apartment, I saw he was wearing a black Nike jacket, which had an air vent on the back, similar to the one seen in surveillance worn by suspect 1.
Like, you don't even, like, these motherfuckers are so slow. They don't even know the basics of committing crime. You commit a crime, you thought you burn your fucking clothes, bro. You don't wear the clothes again a few days, a month later. You don't go commit a crime with your fucking phone in your pocket. Like,
during a post-Miranda interview with Rodriguez, he confirmed his cell phone number, which he has had for a couple of years. See, this is why I said in the first video, I think he's gonna snitch.
Yeah, he gonna snitch.
Why are you sitting down with the detectives at all? You just confirmed to them your cell phone number, and that is the only piece of evidence
that they really
linking
got
you to this home invasion.
This point,
they found a number that was at this address and this address. They ask if it's yours, and you say, yeah, it's been my number for a couple of years. You literally just made that their greatest connection to you. He further advised that he has never been in the...
They would have figured that out regardless, though. Somebody would have snitched on him. They would have figured that out regardless. Oh, this is the number that you put on this application and this application and this bank and this They would have figured that out regardless. So
Homeland Community and claimed on November 16, 2025, he stayed at his girlfriend's house and then came home afterwards. I asked if he had ever met 6ix9ine, and he advised that he had met him in traffic on Southern Boulevard. He claimed to get a photograph with him on the side of the road. I asked if he had heard about anything recently happening to Hernandez, and he advised no. I advised him that I located evidence in his room, at which time he advised that he wished to remain silent.
now you want to be silent.
I stopped questioning him about the investigation. This is only a summary of the interview. So, at this point in time, he hasn't confessed. He fucked up and literally admitted the phone number was his, which is linking him to the home invasion itself and the key piece of evidence that the detectives needed to be confirmed, but he hasn't said anything else. And I mean, this is a fresh case. Most people don't cooperate immediately.
Right.
They cooperate down the line when they realize they're not getting out of the county jail.
Right.
And they're facing fucking forever.
Right.
Upon speaking to Garcia, she confirmed her room was the master bedroom and Rodriguez slept in the front right room. She advised that on November 16, 2025, she was in New York. She provided Rodriguez his phone number and advised that the phone is in her name, but he has had the number for several years. I asked her if she called Rodriguez on November 16th, and she advised yes, and voluntarily showed me her phone. The call history showed she called Rodriguez on the 16th, and she spoke to him throughout the day. I asked her if she had ring videos from November 16th and 17th, to which she advised yes, and provided the detective, and I asked for records. This is only a summary of the interview. I reviewed the ring video, and they are as follows. On November 16, 2025, Rodriguez and an unknown male leave Rodriguez's home. Rodriguez is wearing the black sweatshirt with a white emblem, black Adidas style pants with white stripes, and appears to be carrying a cell phone. The back of the jacket has an air vent on it. The unknown male with him is wearing a black jacket and black pants with greenish underwear. November 17, 2025, Rodriguez arrives home wearing the black sweatshirt with a white emblem, black Adidas style pants with white stripes, and appears to be carrying a cell phone. He is with another unknown male who's wearing
black. He comes back later that night, early that morning, probably like what, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, with the same clothes on. He just robbed the nigga.
A jacket, a white undershirt, and black pants. So based on this description,
he didn't even like change
Pedro
his clothes,
Rodriguez is wearing the black sweatshirt with black Adidas style pants with white stripes, and he's carrying a phone, right? That's what he's wearing. So let's take a look at the actual surveillance video. So we got a guy right here with stripes, and we got a guy right here with stripes.
Dumbass niggas think they finna just put on a mask, put on all black, and they gonna get away with it. They ain't gotta do no more thinking.
But you can see this looks like a solid stripe. This looks like it has lines in between. I don't know if that's hair or not, because obviously this kid has long hair. I guess we'll see right now. That's got to be the Adidas logo right there, right? So he's got a gun. He's got a gun. I think this is him right here. I mean, it looks like they both wearing the same shit.
Same shit, damn near, yeah. It's one of them niggas.
But damn, they got him in literally the same fucking outfit.
That's why I say, bro, these niggas are slow. Like, I don't want y'all to look up to this shit and think it's cool, bro. Please, for the love of God, bro. These motherfuckers drove to what? Tampa to kill Fulio with their phone in their pocket. Lil Jeff drove downtown Chicago to kill 2 niggas with his phone in his pocket, then pulled his phone out and recorded all of them with the same clothes on that they just hopped out the car and killed some niggas with. Like, yeah.
To a T.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm pretty sure it's this guy. I don't know. Maybe it's this one. Skinny as shit, right? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Now, detectives searched the residence and located the following items. Inside a black and yellow bin in his room, they found 17 boxes containing THC disposable vapes.
Damn.
50 boxes containing THC disposable vapes. An empty box containing the 50 boxes. Red, white, blue bags containing marijuana. They found 3 purses, a pink Chanel purse, a black Dolce & Gabbana purse, brown monogram Louis Vuitton. They found more marijuana in bags.
This nigga got all the shit in his room, gang.
More marijuana. God damn, he just got mad weed in the crib. THC cartridges, and then boom, they found the Adidas sweatpants. They found a black Nike hoodie, a black polo hooded sweater. So they got basically the outfits, and then based on my training and experience as a narcotics investigator, I know the amount of narcotics located in the room is consistent with the street level drug sales. It's not meant for personal use. On the kitchen counter was a red Apple iPhone with a black leather wallet case belonging to Rodriguez. Inside the wallet were his identification cards. In the kid's bedroom, there was a black Glock 19 9mm with blue markings and an orange dot front sight with a black magazine containing 15 live 9mm ammunition.
It was stolen.
The weapon was apparently stolen in West Palm Beach in 2022, and it had a black extended magazine with 21 rounds, consistent with the firearm used during the home invasion robbery. Photos were taken of the purses and sent to 6ix9ine's girlfriend, who confirmed all 3 purses belonged to her, and she did not know they stole the Louis V or the Dolce & Gabbana purse. In summary, Pedro Rodriguez's cellular device was in the area at the time of the crime and also where the victim's stolen card was located. The videos collected from Rodriguez's residence are consistent with the device's locations. The victim's stolen purses were located in his bedroom along with several items of clothing that matched the suspect's clothing. Also located within his residence was a firearm consistent with the description of the firearm used in the home invasion. Additionally, he had marijuana in the room, which is consistent with street level drug sales. Based on the totality of evidence, I find there to be probable cause to arrest Pedro with home invasion robbery with the firearm, false imprisonment, grand theft 20,000 less than 100,000, and possession of marijuana with intent to sell.
Stop it. Get
Ladies
some
and
help.
gentlemen, we got him.
That's why you go get you a fucking job, right? And then you don't have to worry about the police doing, like, this nigga is about to get so many years in jail for this dumb shit. He didn't even sell. He didn't even get no money. He just had some purses for a few days that they probably gave back to her.